Welcome everyone as we continue the tour of the world, brewery by brewery. So here's an interesting beer, and we're going to be showing you quite a lot of the actual German beers that people think are so great. We're going to go through the different taste tests of these compared to beers from around the world. So here's of course, many people have probably heard of this, LOWENBRAU, which has been a copy of this, and I don't know if they're still making it or not, but Miller Beer produced a copy of this, or were licensed to do that. Of course, Miller is a German name, and Miller Beer was started by Germans, as most other beer companies in America. So if they make bad beer, well, maybe it's because the Germans are making them. So this is a classic one. This was first brewed, and let's show it here. 1524 in Munich. And you can see the LOWENBRAU has that typical Löwen is lion. You can see it's got that on the top. A little bit like the American beer. It does have the same lion. I'm not sure if this is the exact same one, but probably. See it on the back here. Hops, malt, Munich, 5.5 alcohol, 0.4 alcohol, I should say. And this is the recipe that goes back there, and I'm sure it probably does. This bottle may have even been made back then. That's how backwards these worlds are. Now, you got to understand that, again, here we go. These are not twist-offs. You don't get that many twist-offs, at least not in Germany. It's slowly catching on, but, you know, by the time we reach the year 3000, they may convert over. So let's open this up. Said I've showed you that. Let's pour it out and take a look at the color of it. See if we can guess the flavor from it. Now, the Miller beer is pretty good. Let's pour it all up. These are about 11 ounces. 12 ounces is not the common here, just like you don't get 12 eggs, you get 10 eggs. 10 is common here. 11, 10 ounces, 12 is kind of not something you normally get in anything. Now, this texture looks pretty good. It's dark enough to probably mean that it's not bitter. You know, the lighter it is, it tends to mean how more bitter it is. And of course, bitter beer is bad beer. Anybody can make bitter beer. The whole idea is to make flavorful beers that taste of the hops and have flavor in it, not something that just tastes like you sucked on a lemon. So let's try this. Let's give it a minute. Okay. Not bad. It's got some good hop flavor in it. You're getting those hops. So you've got a fairly good bouquet to it. So you got to have that hoppy flavor, and that hoppy flavor is what beer is all about. You're using malt and hops. This is what gives beer its flavor, and of course helps it to actually ferment. Let's try that again. I'm a little bit undecided on this. Because there is a sour, bitter aftertaste, which is a little bit too strong. Still trying to figure that out. It takes a few minutes for your taste buds to react to all the flavors. Yeah, it's got a bitter after flavor. There is a good hops flavor to it. I was expecting a little more from LOWENBRAU, which is certainly has been transferred over to America, and the Miller LOWENBRAU is much better than this because it's not as bitter. But this definitely has a bitter aftertaste, and as such, it's just not a great beer. It's a boring, average beer, and I would give this basically a 4. This is certainly not anything special. So, hope you enjoyed your tour of the world through another bottle of beer.